Welcome back into the Let's Look Brad channel. So I do have $370 in half dollars here. I ordered 4 boxes. 2 of the boxes were uncirculated, took them back, dropped them off, went to another bank to where I had a box ordered actually, but it looks like they gave a portion of it away. So we will have a $370 hunt here. Crossing fingers, I'm able to get another box to apply to this hunt. So crossing fingers, we get some silver, would be nice. But then too, as you see, this right here is a brand new 2023 Philadelphia. We've probably got a couple of those rolls in here. It looks like one there. Little oldies. So anyhow, crossing fingers, we got some silver in here. Always going to be looking for the 72D no FG, the 82P no FG, all the doublings, all the DDRs, all the errors, oddities, so forth, so on. So a lot to look for in these hunts. Anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and jump in, bring it back in on a first find. Just to bring you in for a second, I got 16 rolls left in the box here. Varieties, a ton of variety years. You're going to look for 1974D. You're going to have a DDO. Big time going to be on the 4 and We Trust. You want to make sure to look for that. The 71s also are going to have a really nice DDO on there. I've had a few videos, some pretty nice 71Ds. A lot of 74s, 71 Phillies. I've got some NIFCs in there, stuck in there too. Want to check them up under the scope. But just to bring you in to show you what I had going so far. And a piece of glass up in the box too. Safety. Okay, I got a 1971. Let's go ahead and just switch it over real quick. 1971 Denver up under the scope. And as mentioned, you're going to be looking for a nice DDO on here. What's interesting about this one is just the thickness of everything on here. Look at the back end of the G. So it's pretty thick on the back end of the G. The D's the same way. It's really thick. Actually, all of it. It's oblong, extra O on there. Now, you can definitely tell on the I and the end there that it's got, see, it's actually notched on the top here. I'm not for sure on the end, on the bottom here. It looks like it is. But, man, the L in Liberty and all them are huge. I think it's huge. It's notched in the top side up here. If you switch over to I, the notching is actually right here. The little bitty pin piece that's right there is actually where the notching is for the I. Really, 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 really thick. Over here, the same thing with the B. The B actually kind of looks like it's in the inside top portion here and a little bit right here in the dead center of it. Switch over to the E. The E's got like this little bitty die crack piece going on. It's actually notched right here in the E itself. Notched right here also. And then R, I'm not seeing much on. It could be right here in the inside middle, possibly. And it looks like it is. It catches shade, so I'm not for sure, but definitely on the T. You can definitely see it on the T there. See how this notch right here really heavy? So that's definitely doubling on the T there. The Y I didn't see much on. Usually the Y would be down here notched. I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing it up top too. But I think you got a nice little DDO for these 1971D here. A lot of telltale signs. Not seeing really much anything on the 7, which the 7 would be notched on the backside here. The 9 you would definitely see on the inside of it, but not seeing it. It's just thick, really bold. Really, really bold. Might be on the 1 here. Let's see on the bottom. Not seeing really much anything on the 1. Maybe a little notching on the tip top there. But yeah, really thick, really bold. But it is a really nice 1971 Denver also. Keep moving. Okay, I finished up the $370 in half dollars and only had that one DDO from 1971 there. I am going to go try to hunt for another box, and I'll bring you in right now. All right, so I stopped by the first bank that I went through. They only had 3 rolls of half dollars here. Kind of suspicious because they walked in for like maybe 10 seconds into the door. Then they said they had $30 in half dollars. And then whenever they went in there, it sounded like they were taking and tapping the rolls on the side of the counter and the coins were going everywhere. And it took them about 5 to 10 minutes actually to come back out just with these 3 rolls with some tape on the end of it. So not for sure what went on in there. You could probably put your own little opinions in that. But anyhow, I'm going to go to another bank right now, see if we can get a full box, $500 for the other part of the hunt. Okay, and with the second box here, I went ahead and popped it just to make sure it wasn't the 2023 Philadelphia's, because there is a lot of them circulating. I don't know what it is about them. I literally, in the past 2 months, I probably had 17, 18 boxes, maybe more than that, of brand spanking new 2023 Philadelphia's. But we got a circulated box. Let's go ahead and jump in and see if we get anything in this box. So for this full box, as we did have 370 in the last hunt, for this box here, went ahead and went through all the varieties. This is actually the second rotation of varieties that I've checked through. So I'm going to go ahead and run through all these, see what we got inside of there. I did pull out, look at that toner. This thing's insane. I don't think it would have been an ender. The reverse is crazy on it. Look at that. That's cool. Really nice. And then this same thing too. This was actually, it would be toned on the front side. You figure this would be an ender the way it looks. It's got that browning on there, and then you flip it over, basically brand new. So probably an ender to a roll. I was going to check it also, but I'll show you this one here in a second also. Let me go ahead and run through this, and I'll bring y'all in for a wrap up. Everything's set up here for what I found basically out of the, let's say, $870, basically almost 2 boxes. But anyhow, we did hold off those toners there. That 1994 Denver is really nice. And then 1971, actually, I didn't even check it on our scope. We'll do it here in a second. I do have the original 71 that we had from the first box up underneath the scope. This is the one that had all just the bold, everything was bold on there. You can definitely see the doubling and the tine there and the tine here. I didn't see anything in the R. Not for sure. I didn't see anything in there. It might be in the dead middle. Like I said, right here, it looks like it's almost lined out. But move over here to the E. See, there's what looks like a little bit crack going all the way through the E to the end here. But it's nice at the top here. It's nice on the bottom here, the E. Move on over here. It's possibly just on top of the B there, but the B is just so gorged. It's massive. The eye is the same way. Eye is huge. It almost looks like it's right in the middle here to where you see this, the line basically going through the middle here. It literally doubled the size of what the lettering would be on the other. And I'll show you here in a second. You see the tine up on the top here. The ends also. The G is huge. O is all oblong. D is all molded out. So that's definitely got to be a DDO for sure. I just haven't checked the variety. There's quite a few of them on there, but you can see the notching on top of the eye here. See that notching on top of the eye. So definitely a DDO for sure. We move on over here. This is a 1982 Philadelphia. This is the other no FG you definitely want to look for. It's a well-known variety. But if you look, you can barely see the G there. If you look at it from a distance, you can barely see it, like it was almost missed. But I mean, if you're looking at it, you can't even tell it's there, more or less, if you're not even scoping it. But it's there, a little worn in. It's kind of crazy how all this stuff here is way higher, and then that right there is washed away. It's pretty interesting how that gets washed away in there, or gets, buffed down enough to where you can't almost see it. But yeah, a close call on that one. So that would have been a nice variety if it was that 82 Philadelphia no FG. Then we move on over here. Actually, let's put this 71 up under the scope a quick second. I just wanted to double check. 71D, you want to make sure to look for, as per se, anything for the DDO on these. Those eyes are usually a huge telltale sign for one. That's one thing you want to look at. And then you come up here to the T, and the T is pretty molded in. No real tines on it, no real doubling on that. But yeah, we'll go ahead and put that one back in the bag. So that's a no-go. Now, this right here is a 96, 97, and a 98 Philadelphia. And a lot of the times, these have die cracks. You can see coming out of the neck here, coming out of the neckline there. This one here you can see pretty well, just to the left of that 9. This one actually has 2 of them on it. And if you look, it actually comes back here from the top side of the neckline here. I'll put you up under the scope, make it a little easier. This one here actually comes all the way back from the neckline and looks like it all rides all the way down to the rim. This one's really well easily see, but you can see there's another one looks like it's right here beside it. And these are supposed to be nice die clashes going on. I didn't see anything on the other side. You can see where this comes out. It pops out right here. It goes all the way through the neckline and it touches the rim. I didn't see anything for a die clash on this one, but it looks like it was cleaned up a little bit up underneath there. You see it over here by the W. Feeder finger marks or how so may be, and flip it over to the reverse. Usually one of the big telltale signs, you'll see something going on right here. It goes from the bird's, the eagle's neck over here to the wings. There's nothing there. I'm seeing something right here, but yet again, it looks like it might be just cleaned up. Same thing down there, and it could be his head. Usually you'll see something right here. There's something little bit going on right here, but it's not enough for me to call it a die clash. But that crack there, that crack coming out of there is really huge telltale signs. Well, this is a 98. We'll go to the 97. Same thing there. You see it coming out. Just a little bit there. Might be some damage. Yeah, just a little bit right here. And actually looks like a little portion here coming out. And then to the 96 itself. So 95, 96, 97, 98. That's a heavy one there. And that one goes, looks like it kind of goes up in the same direction through the neckline there. So just some keepers, a few keepers. Actually, I think I've got a couple of these. I need to make sure to check on that 98 because that's a really, really, really big crack on that one. So anyhow, it was a decent hunt. No silver. Got a DDO out of it for sure. I'm definitely that's a DDO. Really nice toner, but I always keep the toners. Like I said, that's a really beautiful toner. But crossing fingers for better $50 hunts later on. It had just taken a pounding for the uncirculated 2023 Philadelphias that are out there. And anyhow, I hope y'all liked the video. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. I do have the quarter hunt that has actually come out, so you need to make sure to check that. Is Stacking Them Up. That is going to be the name of it. You can't miss that quarter hunt. This one's coming out here shortly. Y'all have a fantastic day.